This is the last video for week 1, and I'm going to teach you how to return to Databricks after you logging off, as well as the homework problem for this week. Okay, suppose you have already created your computer cluster, you create a Python notebook week 01 exercise, and the community edition, actually they're going to automatically save everything that you type into the notebook. You are not going to lose any of your work because it is automatically saved to the cloud environment. And then you decided to take a break, and then you log off from your Databricks community edition. And then after a little while, you would like to log in to your Databricks Community Edition to continue work on the Python code. What you can do is you can actually log out anytime and log in back at any time. But the only thing is, once you log out, the cluster you created will be deactivated. And after you log in, actually you can basically reactive your cluster for you. So please use that link right here to log in back to your Databricks Community Edition. And once you log in, then you're going to see the home page, but we are going to click on this home once, and it's going to show you the additional information here, which have, for example, the notebook you have been saved in the past. So like week 01 exercise, it is already saved, and it is the location. This is the location you can find it, or your historical files. So yeah, basically first, after you log in, first click this home button on the left bar, and there you're going to you're going to see 3 more columns to be shown here, and then and then you click on the week 0 underscore exercise to open your Python notebook. After you open the Python notebook, you're going to see the Python notebook you left last time. You click on the first cell and make it activated, and then you try to run it by using the Shift and Enter, but it is not going to run, and another dialog box is going to show up because you can see here the cluster is detached because whenever you log off your community edition account, the cluster is automatically deactivated. So to run your Python code, you have to have a computing environment ready for you to run it. So this dialog basically is asking you, okay, you open this notebook, but this notebook's cluster is actually has been shut down. Would you like to relaunch this cluster that is we created called BUSA with 6 GB of free memory? Would you like to relaunch this cluster to continue running command? And please remember to check this box. Next time, it's going to automatically launch and attach to the cluster without prompting. So check this box, and then click on Relaunch and Run button here. It actually will take a little while before your cluster status to be detached to attached. Usually it's less than a minute, maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds, but it'll take a few seconds to reactivate your cluster and attach this cluster to your notebook. So once that piece is done, you can see the cluster icon here. It will mention this notebook week 01 exercise. It's a Python notebook, is attached to this BUSA cluster. And then you can actually click on any of the cells you want to run and use this Shift and Enter to run each cell. Within the Python notebook, there are two very useful buttons on top of that. One that we already introduced is the file where you can export the notebook into a HTML file to your local computer. And then the other two are the Run All button, which basically if you click on the Run All button, all the cells from the beginning to the end of this notebook will be run sequentially. This basically is going to run for all the Python code within that notebook. And another useful button is the clear result. Basically, if you click on the clear result button, all the results that we see as a result of running the Python code will be erased. So there's no more result. All the variables will be removed from the environment as well. So basically, it's going to give you a brand new environment for you to rerun your program. This is sometimes very useful when you have a lot of cells and there are interactions between them, and then you want to kind of clear all the previous runs and then make it fresh. So those are the two important buttons that you can leverage in your exercise. The clean result button is not going to clean the code. It only cleans the result for you. So your code will still be safe. Your code will still be in the cells. Okay, that's the introduction of, if you return to the Databricks Community Edition, what you can do to relaunch your cluster and attach your cluster to the notebook and run the notebook again. Okay, we have introduced a lot of different concepts in this week, and now is the homework time for week 01. And the due date for the homework, the first week's homework, will be September 4th, which is a Sunday. So remember to submit your homework through eCollege before the due date. Okay, the homework for this week, there are actually two tasks. First is basically follow the instruction in the video as well as the PowerPoint deck to create your free Databricks Community Edition account and get familiar with its environment, such as how to create a cluster and how to create a Python notebook. And then the second task is create a Python notebook in your Databricks Community Edition account to write and execute the sample Python code in the PowerPoint deck. That is basically very simple. You have the message equal to hello Python word in the quotation mark and the print message. This is one. And the next one, the name equal to Ming Li in the quotation mark, and the print parentheses that is name dot title parentheses. Those two simple Python code into cells, and then write it, run it, and then export your result to a HTML file and submit that to eCollege. In addition to the homework, we do have an extra credit activity. It is basically please submit a PDF file with the following information to eCollege. What is the programming language you have used, how many years of experience for each programming language, and approximately how many lines of code you have written for each programming language. And top 3 outcomes that you'd like to learn from this course, as well as what is the best time for our online office hours. And we know that we're all remotely attending this course, so people are actually at different locations around the world. So I'm going to collect the best time. And please remember the time that you provided should be the Texas time. That in Commerce, Texas, that is the time zone I'm going to actually schedule the office hours. It can be at night, it can be at weekend. So just let me know when will be the best time for you. I'm going to gather all the information and decide what will be the best time for the entire class. And for the first question, no previous programming experience is totally fine. And I'd like to actually collect all the information such that I can adjust the course material accordingly, and we can all learn more efficiently to the business analytics programming topics. Thanks again for coming to this class, and this is all the videos for week 1. And we do have a PowerPoint deck which has all the information that I used during the video, and you can read it through the deck, PowerPoint deck, as well as listening, watch the video multiple times, as many times as you can to understand the procedure. Thanks again and see you next time. Bye.